In Lincoln, here's where they can find help. It's called Safe Place. Safe Place is a national program for children taking place in thousands of cities across the United States. The People City Mission is sponsoring this program in our community and has set up a number of businesses, fire stations, schools, and nonprofits around the city to become safe locations where kids can seek out help. They just need to look for the big yellow sign that says Safe Place on it. Then go inside and ask for help. We will be quickly connected to them and ensure they make it back home or to whatever resources are needed. If you'd like to find out more about Safe Place and ways in which you can get involved, just go to pcmlincoln.org. Remember, when we all do a little, we change a lot.
Serve Nebraska believes that volunteers are part of what makes Nebraska great. Each year, the Step Forward Awards honors volunteers from across the state who serve their communities in outstanding ways. We hope you'll join us this year at the Step Forward Awards Luncheon on October 27th in Omaha. Help us thank volunteers with a celebration to remember. To register, visit serve.nebraska.gov and click Register Now. We hope to see you there. Paid for by Serve Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You never think cancer will happen to you. I smoked for over 40 years. My doctor recommended that I get annual lung cancer screening. They were able to catch my cancer at stage 1. It's never too late to quit. Even if you're still smoking, you need to ask your doctor about annual lung cancer screening. Just 30 minutes a year could save your life.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Husker fans know when you work together, great things happen. At Cornhusker Bank, they're more than your financial partner. With 5 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Omaha, they're your neighbors, your teammates, and your biggest fans. Whether you're saving for your first home, planning your future, or growing your business, they're right here in Nebraska to help you move forward together. Visit cornhusker.bank to learn more. Cornhusker Bank, member FDIC. Doing life together.
Deciding on a college with your high school senior can be a little overwhelming for parents. But applying for money to pay for it is simple. FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, is now easier than ever with fewer questions and faster fill-out times. If you have a high school senior, now is the time to apply for thousands of dollars for classes, books, and housing. Get started, Nebraska, at dothefafsa.org. Sponsored by Education Quest Foundation. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Welcome into Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now here are your hosts, Jeff and Nicole Essink.
All right, welcome in to the Fitness Fanatics. It is Sunday, November 16th. Going to be a beautiful day here in Lincoln. Gosh, you guys, we have so much Husker sports going on. It's like, I mean, Harrison, Husker sports are just winning all the time.
The pinnacle of Husker sports right now.
I mean, it's incredible. Like every sport right now, men's basketball is undefeated. Women's basketball is undefeated. Volleyball is undefeated. Wrestling is undefeated as they won their first 2 rounds yesterday at the national duels.
Yeah, they started at 10 a.m. this morning. If anybody wants to keep track, they're in the semifinals. They're getting ready for Ohio State.
Yep.
Who's on the other side? I'm sure it's Iowa.
It's Iowa and Oklahoma State on the other side.
Oh, that's a good one because Oklahoma State's got some top. That'll be a good one. Yep. I mean, it was 16 teams. They're all going to be really good teams in there. Shame on Penn State for not showing up. It seems I know some coaches kind of have some beef with that.
They don't need the money, right?
Yeah, well, apparently
because it's $200,000 to the winning team.
Shout out Paycom. Well, an opportunity for $200,000. So it's like the quickest takedown. I can't remember exactly how it was, but it was like basically like the fastest takedown in each round. You get some extra money, and you could get up all the way to $200,000. And then if you win, I can't remember how much it is, but I think like the max you could get was $200,000. I'd have to look see where the Huskers were at, see how many of those they got on day 1.
Oh, okay.
But it's a really cool idea.
That's a great.
It makes wrestling like a little bit more aggressive. It makes I was going to call them fighters like it's UFC. It makes these wrestlers go for takedowns and be a little bit more aggressive. I like it. A really good idea.
Stakes, different stakes.
Well, last night, so I was following on Twitter. Like I kept updating on the Husker Wrestling Twitter website, so because you couldn't watch it. Now, if they win, It is televised tonight at 6 p.m. on ESPN2. Like, what a Sunday treat if we get Iowa-Nebraska wrestling tonight. I mean, that was just, who was expecting that, right? We were waiting until February for this. We could get it tonight.
That'd be incredible.
Oh, it'd be awesome.
See an AJ Ferrari.
Oh, just
take down Iowa's heavyweight.
Be fantastic.
Well, shout out AJ Ferrari. I know it's going to be a little bit of development for him, but he's in that heavyweight for the first time now, and I've never been a wrestler. I couldn't tell you how big of a challenge that is, but I just know that heavyweight's going to be the biggest difference because you get some big boys in there.
Yeah. We do have a couple texts. Crowbait's already chatted.
Good. About the mac and cheese.
He said update.
We were so waiting to find this out. We have to give a just in case you missed it for listeners.
Yeah.
Last week.
Yeah, go ahead.
I told a story that Jeff made mac and cheese and we didn't have milk. And so we used a vanilla core power in the mac and cheese instead. That's just the short version.
Yep. And you were appalled by it.
It was appalling.
And so Crowbait went out and bought last week. He went out to the store.
He sent us a picture of the stuff he got.
And he said,
we've been waiting.
The mac and cheese and core power wasn't that bad.
Okay.
Just like a vanilla mac and cheese, he said.
Said no one ever.
So there we go.
Why does that sound bad?
Because vanilla and cheese don't go together. No. I feel like that was stacked.
I think it was like vanilla cheesecake.
There is vanilla cheesecake, yes,
well, there you go.
But cheesecake is not the same. Cream cheese is not the same thing as powdered yellow cheese mix.
It's all in the theory.
So,
but it's good though. So thank you.
It was not. He did not say it was good. He said it was not bad.
Right. It wasn't appalling like you said. But
the
anyway,
fact that you thought to do it was the appalling part.
It was fine. Bubba, our resident Packer fans, already texted in. It's about winning streaks, and I don't even really know what he's trying to tell me here about just the Bears suck.
It can't be about our winning streak, so
I'm just gonna keep racking up. I just love the stat. Like the 2025 losses for the Packers include Panthers, Browns, Bears.
So annoying.
Well, not Bears. Oh, for 2025.
2025. Yeah, we're gonna loop that in there.
You know when there's one telltale sign. If someone's talking about the 2025 Packers season, you know that it's a Bears fan, and they're including the loss at the beginning of the year.
Well,
like you just
we
know
can talk about just this season too, and about how you guys are just falling off a cliff.
Hey, this is all only vindication for me. What did I say? I said I was worried about all the hype.
You did.
I know.
You're just you're like Matt Rule right now. You're repaying for things that are not your fault.
It's not my fault. I said everybody calm down. It's making me nervous. And look where we are.
That was a good call though, because it was like week 2.
Yeah,
everyone's like Packers Super Bowl.
Yeah, but it
and
was
Nicole's
like
over
insane.
Here like, let's shut up.
Pump the brakes, everybody, because we're still a really young team, so there's a lot that can go wrong.
So, do you want LaFleur fired?
No.
Okay,
that's asinine.
No,
I think so too. But I've been like, I have buddies that I think are good ball knowers, and they want him fired.
Why?
And they're Packers fans.
Also, who would we get that's better?
Dable.
I don't like that. I don't want it.
Dable.
No.
Brian, the guy who just got fired in New York.
I don't think he should have gotten fired. Giants were actually exciting, and I think they're coming together. Really young team.
I don't want a head coach that just got fired as a head coach. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, that's
also. So no,
that's okay. We'll
watch. A lot of people are down on Dable. I think he's a good coach. I really do.
I'm glad he.
It's really frustrating. I didn't even know there was this thing about LaFleur being fired. This makes me mad because this is all media driven.
They won't do it.
Right.
Yeah,
this is all media driven. If the media hadn't hyped us up so much for no reason, then everyone would be like, "Oh, the Packers are having a mid-year like."
And it's just there's a long ways
to
go in this. And I mean,
yeah.
The Bears and Packers haven't even played yet. Like, they don't play till December 7th, which will be our 29th anniversary from our first date. And the Bears Packers going at it on our 29th anniversary. How exciting is that? That's in a few weeks. But OSC Crowbait texted again, said, in college, we didn't have any milk on moving out day. So we put beer in our hamburger helper.
Okay, but that actually makes
not bad.
You know what? Beer in mac and cheese makes more sense than vanilla protein.
That's what I should have done.
But that does
nice Coors Banquet in there. And
we do have some beer in our fridge somewhere.
Coors Light or something.
That would have made more sense.
Not to me. It wouldn't.
They make beer cheese soup. Like cheese and beer go together when you make things.
Oh.
I would not think of that.
I think that makes more sense. Beer and hamburger helper. I think that sounds fine. People use booze to make like fancy French roasts and stuff. Like
Doesn't it make like a wine chocolate?
yeah,
What's that called? I always forget. It's like dark chocolate and wine.
Yeah, I don't
Makes
know
like
what
a
it's called.
sauce.
I don't know.
Mole.
Sure.
Well, mole is Spanish, is more Mexican, but I don't think it's wine. It doesn't matter.
All right.
Anyway, regardless,
Anyway,
beer would have been a better choice, I think, as a liquid.
well, I'll remember
mac
that.
and cheese.
I'll remember that.
We
for
might
ne-
have to try
for
that.
next
Maybe we're
time.
on to something, Crowbait.
Maybe. Well, he said hamburger helper, not.
I
mac
know,
and
but I'm
cheese.
just saying.
You can just go with
They're all the same things. They're all different variations of noodles and sauce.
just trademark protein mac and cheese.
No. No. Vanilla flavored mac and cheese. No thanks. Well, thanks for the
Bubba
update.
said, hearing how Jeff cooks and the things he thinks go together and don't go together makes all the perfect sense knowing he's a Bears fan. And then we have Bubba Jr. chimes in.
Oh, come on now.
We've
We've
had-
had the wife.
We've had mom
Right,
or
yeah.
Bubba's our
Yeah.
wife of Bubba. Now Bubba Jr. chimes in and says the Bears still suck.
Oh, he's inflicted with the Packers sickness too.
He's
yeah.
he's getting
It's
the Packers
generational.
propaganda put at him every single week.
I do say it's hereditary.
Oh, that's so funny.
So
Okay.
anyway, let's lay out the we do have a guest coming up at 9:30.
Mhm.
Awesome guest. Tom will be in here. He has, just an amazing transformation story. I believe he's lost, close to 250 pounds.
Hmm?
And it's
Holy smokes.
it's amazing.
What
you
time
guys.
window? Any window is impressive. 250 is 250.
Just
We'll find out
Yeah.
because he has done a 10-week challenge with us, but he had already lost a lot of that weight
Yes.
before. So
we're excited to
Yeah.
hear about that.
Yep.
It's pretty crazy what he's done. So, and he's a
Mhm.
Packers fan.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I should have screened him better.
I don't know.
Sometimes
I hope he's
This
like
is the
driving in
time.
listening to it right now. Like, oh, I'm so excited. These guys are going to have me on the show. And then he's
Oh, he
listening.
knows what he's getting
sometimes,
himself into.
sometimes the power of the transformation story outweighs their personal NFL.
This is the
team's
best
agenda.
time for you guys to have a Packers fan on. You have the upper hand right now. So
That is a good
you
point.
shouldn't have any feelings about it at all, other than
And Ben asked me if I was going to stay up late tonight to watch Lions Eagles, and I told him if the Bears win, I'm staying up because then we have first place on the line. If we lose, I'm just going to bed because I won't really care.
won't matter.
So
It always
anyway.
just depends how I'm feeling. Like, I'll watch for sure. But if it's a really tough loss, I usually need like one game to recover or an hour.
Well,
Or I just don't watch
You,
NFL.
know, there's really
yeah.
there's no time to recover today because the NFL slate today
It's
is
really good.
fantastic from
Mhm.
start to finish.
You got Bills, Buccaneers as well. Obviously, Bears, Vikings. That's an interesting matchup. Eagles,
that's
Lions.
tonight. You got Chiefs, Denver.
That's right. Chiefs, Broncos. That's
in Denver.
battle for that division right there because Broncos are leading it.
They're leading them by 2 games. So if they
Mhm.
win today, 3-game lead.
And I know
That's
Pete
tough.
Ferguson's hyped. He's got his Cowboys and Raiders, the nightcap.
Well, that's Monday night. Oh yeah, that's
is
Monday.
that
Yep.
Is that Monday night?
Well, that's
Yeah.
must see television there, right?
What a cruel trick for the NFL. That's our Monday night game.
That's the Monday night. That's the day I go to bed early.
Yeah, that's the one where like I don't care if I have to work on a Monday night.
Yeah, and then
I'll miss it.
also at the 3:00 window is Rams Seahawks.
That's right.
It gets better and better every week because these games get more and more critical. Like that's why, like, if the Bears win today, they're 7-3, and next week, Aaron Rodgers comes to Chicago. Like that's gonna be just a feverish pitch in Chicago. Like I wish I was gonna be there.
That one
for that.
I
Oh.
am excited for that game.
There's gonna be man.
We could just see
Just
it
as
now.
a football fan.
We can see it now. Rodgers just rolling right, scrambling for a touchdown, giving the still own.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
gonna
it's
hit that.
just-
He's gonna try to hit
That
that.
one's a complicated game for me because I don't want the Steelers to win, but I still really like Aaron Rodgers. So I don't know how I feel about him being on the Steelers, period. But I want Aaron Rodgers to beat the Bears, but I don't want the Steelers to beat the Bears. So it's complicated. What do I want more? I don't know.
Why do you hate the Steelers?
Well, for Ben.
Yeah, the Ravens.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I always forget.
Right. So just in solidarity.
Well, they're on pace for 9-4, like always.
9-8.
9-8. Yeah,
Yeah.
not 9-4. 9-8.
So I want Aaron Rodgers to win, but I can't.
So we
have
got
both.
we have all that going on. We got wrestling at 10, and then hopefully at 6 p.m. tonight against Iowa.
Got volleyball, USC later
volleyball
today, too.
plays today. That's on Big Ten Plus, I believe. And then the women's basketball team plays at noon today. And I have that pulled up. They are playing North Dakota State. And then, hey, how about the men's game last night?
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just raining threes. Like
105 points. I'll take that from Nebraska. You know what's funny? The last time Nebraska scored that many points was back in 94.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Versus Oklahoma, where they also scored 105 points.
Wow.
So like do a D. But no, that's awesome. I mean, there's only one game where our offense looked like it really struggled so far. That was that Maryland team. I'm forgetting what it was some small Maryland school. But other than that, I mean, Sanford looks great.
Yeah,
Rank Mast is awesome.
Our transfer from Iowa.
6-man. He was their 6-man on the bench too, which is crazy.
And he is a graduate of my alma mater, Waukee High School, where I played in the gymnasium. Not the same because they built new gyms, but I was there in '96, and I did take my picture with him at the road race.
You should go and get him on here and just let him know. Like
I really need to
walk
reach
through
out.
your high school. I'm one of the greatest. There's a lot of plaques to me back there. Just hype yourself up.
I really need
make yourself act like you're a big Waukee guy.
I do need to see if Price wants to come on and help out a fellow Waukee
Warrior
graduate, because there's probably not a lot of us in Lincoln.
Does
It might be the only two.
Does Waukee have two schools now,
Yeah,
or is it? But is it Waukee?
Two schools.
Is it like two separate schools, like they could like Ankenies,
I'm
where
pretty
they
sure,
can play
yeah.
each other?
Yeah, they have two schools.
So was he a Warrior, though?
I think so.
Okay, or was he at the other school?
I don't know. It's still Waukee.
Oh, okay.
We're still in the same fraternity.
If it hadn't been for the squeaking of the shoes, because I don't like watching basketball because the squeaking of the shoes is too much. If it hadn't been for the squeaking of the shoes, if I was just going off the commentary that was happening in our house at the beginning of that game, I would have thought that I was listening to you guys watch a football game, because it was like,
you're getting into it.
We're terrible. This is awful. We're just not going to do anything. And then
Where's the faith?
And then I go downstairs, and I was not going to bed, but I was just going downstairs to watch TV down there. And I come upstairs, and Ben's like, we're incredible. We've blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, oh, you could just be watching football too.
One of my favorite things to do is, like, when we're watching basketball, is when they shoot a three. I love standing up in the living room during the shot and putting my hands up. And then if it swishes, you're just, yes. Like, that's so awesome.
I'll do that too, where like when it gets big, I'll start standing up. Like I know
Pacing.
I pissed off some neighbors yesterday because I was like, especially when Sanford was going off, you start hitting the bang. Like,
that was
just in the NBA. Why am I blanking on his name? Great play-by-play caller. Iconic.
I don't even know.
When Steph Curry.
I don't know.
Oh, text line, help me out.
Yeah.
Iconic, man. Either way, anyway. I'm sorry to my neighbors if any of them are listening.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
Price in the first half, and then Lawrence and Rink Mast in the second. It was just like 5 threes.
Some
in a row.
moon balls too. Rink Mast had that one from. He's so good.
He just bangs his weight, like bang, 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 layup.
Marv Albert? No, never mind.
No,
that's kind of a 90s.
I know, I'm looking.
90s guy, but
Mike Breen.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, but yeah, that was great. And Nebraska, they have the longest winning streak in college basketball right now.
They had 20 assists last night too. Like, that's why I'm excited about this team. It's pretty basketball.
And even the Oklahoma coach, did you see that? He had a clip of talking about the team, how good they are, and
there's good basketball.
I know, but we don't always see that sportsmanship.
No, that's why I like that coach. I keep pointing it out because I think he's also setting up a case. People are gonna be like, "Oh, tough loss, losing to Nebraska."
Yeah.
And I think he's putting the case out there like this team's gonna be in March. Like these guys are good.
Yeah,
and he's just putting that out there now.
Our Iowa Bubba texted in and said Price went to Waukee Northwest.
Oh, and he's not a Warrior.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's not going to Iowa right now.
Yeah,
that's right. He's going to Nebraska.
And we have another Waukee alum coming next year, Colin Rice, who is a commit who signed. So
probably not a Warrior either. Then
probably not. I mean, I'll have to next time maybe I'll send Price a text and we'll figure this out.
After you
Be a
graduated, they're
bit
like,
of
this
a
is the
rivalry.
non-athlete high school.
Yeah,
Probably.
switch them
We'll
up.
send the other athletes to North.
Oh, so anyway, yeah,
Very
just
possible.
another awesome day of sports. It was nice yesterday, just kind of watching all this college football and not having the stress. Like, and there's so many good games, like A&M, South Carolina, was
And
just,
Iowa imploding.
just insane. Yeah, and I know our friend Bubba from Iowa was listening. I'll tell you what, the Nebraska's been getting hosed by the referees in the Big Ten for 15 years now.
Mhm.
Nobody ever holds against them. I mean, they cheap shot. And
It's
finally,
real that we've only had one holding call against us all
yes,
season.
one holding against us.
How is that even possible?
Well, being it was on a stretch there, but it was like almost 3 years.
There was a stretch.
How is that
3 years.
possible? You cannot say
Because
that.
nobody holds against Nebraska. Nobody.
What's your famous line,
And
Jeffrey?
There's holding on every play.
Right.
So refs, that's my beef of a lot of these calls is refs just determine when they're going to call it, when they're not. And yeah, were there some bad calls yesterday against Iowa?
Yeah.
You know what? Who cares?
Good.
I don't have any sympathy for any Iowa fan because this is what we've been dealing with for a long time.
Well, and I'll just say this. Welcome to Big Ten officiating.
Yeah, right?
Well,
this is every game.
And
Every game.
Remember my little conspiracy theory I was talking about a couple weeks ago, how conference officials want conference teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, I never I don't like thinking that way.
I know you don't, but
now,
now
it hurts. But you look at games like I'll never forget, like last year, that Ohio State game when we were playing them at the shoe.
One of the worst calls of the year.
It was to the point to where like everyone around the country was like, all right, this is horrible. Because it was big noon kickoff, and you can't have that many horrendous calls where you get a first down by 3 or 2+ yards, maybe 2 and a few inches, and then you spot it short, Nebraska, and then early in the game you got Nebraska's defense getting pressure immediately, just wrap him around the back, ride him on the back, and they just let him tackle him to the ground. They don't call it, and then I'm
telling you, it is a thing because more money to the conference if they get more teams in.
It just sucks because you get these bad calls. These bad calls create doubt, and then with the doubt, you have nowhere else to go because all they give you is here's a tweet on Twitter. Yeah, we got that one wrong. Sorry about it. Good luck next week. There's no repercussions for any of it.
There's never really. I mean, there's not a lot of games where you can say like, because of this one call, we lost the game, right? Even the Nebraska Ohio State game. We had so many freaking chances last year. Like when we had 1st and goal on the 2-yard line after our interception, like we could have scored then. There was another pass that Dylan missed to our tight end that we could have scored on. I mean, there was a lot of plays, but it's just like when it's so close, like even like yesterday in that Iowa and USC, like that pass to Weegan on the corner where it's like, I've seen all these people tweeting this morning, like, "Oh, rigged." They have a picture blown up to where his toes just
that's
and some of these things like you see on social media, you have no idea if it's real or not.
Yeah. Also, I thought that was a catch.
Okay,
it was so close.
Yeah, and I thought like that's one where, I mean, whichever way that goes, the fan base is going to be mad.
Yep.
Whoever goes, because it is such a razor sharp call.
And you know what, Iowa could have won that game regardless. They scored 0 points in the second half.
Just
right?
Crazy.
Their offense went into just a shell. They fumbled on that same possession. Remember, they fumbled, and the refs are offsetting penalties. Like there's so many, but yeah, and people, it is what it is. But
like it's still a bad problem. Like I don't think it's rigged. Maybe it is. I'm not saying it's totally impossible, but I think, which might even be worse, is like we're just that bad at it when it comes to officiating.
Well, that's
which is even
true too.
Maybe even a worse scenario,
like an officiating culture in the Big Ten.
Yeah, I mean we talk about it all the time, but it's like it's not a full-time gig.
Yeah,
there's no repercussions. You don't got to wear your last name on your ref jersey.
Nope, you don't.
Which maybe it's a good thing, but like the zero accountability.
Because, like
is
you
bad.
said, no matter what the choice is, one side's going to be upset. But that just makes it that much more important for it to be fair and.
Oh, it's $1 million business.
Make sense.
Make
it make sense.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
$billion business.
So you can't be screwing this.
And these
stuff
calls, like,
it'd be willy-nilly.
They don't just affect the teams, but they affect millions and millions of fans.
Recruiting.
They affect gambling. They affect billions of dollars for conferences. And in the NFL, like how many atrocious calls are there in the NFL? Like the Rams Saints playoff game that one year, just a blatant pass interference. They don't call it. And the Saints could have went to the Super Bowl. But I mean, it's just crazy. But yeah, the refs don't go to press conferences and they have to answer questions like coaches do.
I think
that would be
a good.
Jeff, that's a great idea.
Right. Yes.
And I believe like in the Big 12, some of these early Big 12 games, like when they went to the replay booth, you could listen to the conversations.
Yeah, I don't know why they got rid of that either.
Why don't they do it for everyone? You know why? Because they don't want to hear the Big Ten commissioner phoning in say,
okay,
Iowa guy, he was out of bounds. He's out.
Okay, so we do need to go to break, but I do have a question before that because we are coming to the point in technology where we could just be having all these calls determined by AI. Like it could just be AI watching the game.
Yeah, but if you get rid of the chain gang, people are going to riot.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying if there was a way to make it truly fair where every holding call is called.
It would be every play. They're going back 10 yards.
So, I mean, you can't.
Blocking
still have
would
to
get
have
really
that.
bad.
Yeah,
You still have to have that room for error. You still have to, but I do like they should have to be on those press conferences.
Yeah. Or I said, I just want to listen into the replay booth.
Yeah.
Like
best way to
that's
do
another
it.
good
yeah.
one.
Like what are they saying?
Like replay booth. I do think the press conference would be sick. Like with just the head official.
Right. Like,
and it's like not every, full press conference.
Like a head coach.
But here's 5 plays that what'd you see on this?
Like every job, like Harrison, if for some reason you screwed up today and like the show's not on or, DP turns the YouTube on and you're showing something else, you have to answer for your mistake. Or if you're not here, Nicole and I are trying to run the board and we got all the commercial playing over our voice and it's just like a train wreck on the radio. Harrison's going to have to answer for himself, right?
Yeah.
The refs, they don't have to answer for anything. They just screw up.
Well, that'd be like
on they go.
Me screwing up and then DP tweeting from the ticket account. Like, here's the reasoning why. Don't put my name in it or anything.
You put your name
right. Yeah.
I
know.
Harrison
That's
Arms
true.
Tags you on Twitter.
No, they don't put the names though. Like that'd be
right.
if it was the crew, they'd just be like, "Yep, sorry about that. We got that one." They would just be the ticket account. I'm out of it.
Yeah.
They just protect me at all costs.
I know. It's just I know. It's
and that's where it's like just goofy. Where it's like if I did that at my job, I would get called out, and rightfully so.
Yeah. Right.
If I do that, if as an official, the conference will put out a tweet, and you get. Behind closed doors, I'm sure there's something. But these guys seem to still get a lot of these big games, even when they have some of these questionable calls.
I do think the NFL is better.
Oh, for sure.
Because there are occasional where you're just like, what the heck's going on? But college is so, and it's not just the Big Ten. It's every conference.
I think the Big Ten's one of the worst, though. I will be honest.
Well, because we watch so much Big Ten football.
I watch a lot of SEC. I mean, the most I watch is SEC and Big Ten.
That's all there is.
Just like everybody is, and
right,
there is a difference. When I watch SEC, it just always feels cleaner. Now, once in a blue moon, I will find those games where the officiating's not great, but I feel like more often than not, I see that in the Big Ten.
Yeah. All right. Well, wasn't that exciting?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
we're a lot in.
Is our guest meandering around?
Yeah,
out there?
he's sitting very patiently waiting. Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're going to be back. Stay with us. 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
After a long, hot summer, are you ready for fall? What about your home? Is your heating system ready for cooler temperatures ahead? Call Bryant for your fall heating check. No matter what brand of equipment you own, Bryant's trained technicians will thoroughly clean and inspect your furnace or heat pump to make sure you stay warm, safe, and comfortable. Call today to schedule your home heating check. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Get geared up for savings like you've never seen before during Elway Days. Their biggest sale of the year runs October 14th through the 18th when every red tagged machine is priced at invoice plus $300. That's it. No freight, no setup, no extra fees. Don't miss out on these epic savings. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location.
Imagine hitting rewind on your life 10, even 20 years. With testosterone therapy from Limitless Male, you can turn back the aging clock and get your edge, energy, and confidence back. If you've lost your drive, sleep deprived, muscle loss, belly fat, irritable, you're not the guy you once were. Get your T levels checked at Limitless Male. More and more men are realizing hormone replacement can turn back the clock. Schedule your free consult at limitlessmale.com.
Hi, this is Pastor Tom. Did you know there's a place kids can seek out help when they're away from home and something goes wrong? They find themselves in a difficult spot or even a dangerous situation. Maybe another child is bullying them or a stranger is following them. Perhaps on a date and things just go bad. In Lincoln, here's where they can find help. It's called Safe Place. Safe Place is a national program for children taking place in thousands of cities across the United States. The People City Mission is sponsoring this program in our community and has set up a number of businesses, fire stations, schools, and nonprofits around the city to become safe locations where kids can seek out help. They just need to look for the big yellow sign that says Safe Place on it. Then go inside and ask for help. We will be quickly connected to them and ensure they make it back home or to whatever resources are needed. If you'd like to find out more about Safe Place and ways in which you can get involved, just go to pcmlincoln.org. Remember, when we all do a little, we change a lot.
Serve Nebraska believes that volunteers are part of what makes Nebraska great. Each year, the Step Forward Awards honors volunteers from across the state who serve their communities in outstanding ways. We hope you'll join us this year at the Step Forward Awards luncheon on October 27th in Omaha. Help us thank volunteers with a celebration to remember. To register, visit serve.nebraska.gov and click Register Now. We hope to see you there. Paid for by Serve Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You never think cancer will happen to you. I smoked for over 40 years. My doctor recommended that I get annual lung cancer screening. They were able to catch my cancer at stage 1. It's never too late to quit. Even if you're still smoking, you need to ask your doctor about annual lung cancer screening. Just 30 minutes a year could save your life.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Husker fans know when you work together, great things happen. At Cornhusker Bank, they're more than your financial partner. With 5 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Omaha, they're your neighbors, your teammates, and your biggest fans. Whether you're saving for your first home, planning your future, or growing your business, they're right here in Nebraska to help you move forward together. Visit cornhusker.bank to learn more. Cornhusker Bank, member FDIC. Doing life together.
Deciding on a college with your high school senior can be a little overwhelming for parents. But applying for money to pay for it is simple. FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, is now easier than ever with fewer questions and faster fill-out times. If you have a high school senior, now is the time to apply for thousands of dollars for classes, books, and housing. Get started, Nebraska, at dothefafsa.org. Sponsored by Education Quest Foundation. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, you guys and gals, welcome back into the Fitness Fanatics. So we are joined in studio by Tom Mockel. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
I haven't seen you for a little while.
Yeah, I know. It's been way too long.
I know, it has been. We need to get together and watch a Bears-Packers game.
Oh, yeah, right.
No,
Jeff does not watch games with other teams.
No, just a quick story.
No,
one
not
time,
you.
I watched Nebraska in 2013, Nebraska UCLA. We were playing in Lincoln, and I watched it with some UCLA fans because one of our Farrell's members, his daughter, was going to UCLA, so they came over to our house. We were up 21-3. Oh, I was just whooping it up. Yes, this and that, and then the meltdown ensued in Lincoln, and they saw me go through the 5 stages of grief in literally about 10 minutes, and it was not pretty. So I try not to watch games with opposing fans because I know how I act when the opposing fans are not in there, and I just can't handle it.
I totally get that.
I mean, we'd be just
No,
yeah, it would not be good.
Yep.
So because it's but anyway, so all right, so we want to get to know a couple things about you. We want to know where you grew up, where you went to high school, and if you were active in sports when you were younger.
Okay. Yeah. So I originally was born and raised in Ord, Nebraska, a little small town in the middle of Nebraska.
We should make a list.
Ord? I've never heard of it.
I know, of all the towns we've never heard of that our guests have been on.
Yeah. So I was there until 7th grade, and then we moved up to Gretna, and Gretna is where I went to high school.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I did pretty much every sport you could think of growing up aside from soccer. I didn't actually know soccer was a real thing for a while.
That's kind of how I was in high school. I'm like, why do kids even play soccer?
Soccer was brand new when I was in high school. That's why I was allowed to be on the team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a whole new experience once I got to Gretna, because soccer's actually kind of big there.
Well, and there's probably so many other sports like that were offered at the bigger school than versus where you were in school.
Yeah. But
according to the 2010 census, the population of Ord, Nebraska is 2,112.
That seems high compared to what it used to be.
Probably.
But
people are swarming to Ord, apparently.
Yeah, mine's only 1,200, so that's a booming city compared to my hometown.
2010 too, so it could be higher or lower now compared to, you never know. Anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, we moved to Gretna in 8th grade, did my high school there. And yeah, I was heavily involved in sports. Biggest ones were football and wrestling. I kind of knew that I wasn't going to be a basketball player, so I definitely stayed away from that. But with track, I was also in track, and then was a thrower for disc and shot.
Okay.
So.
Any what was your best sport? Like, what were you the best at? All of them?
No,
it's just too hard to choose.
No, I'd probably say wrestling. It's hard because I know a lot about football.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I growing up, my dad coached football for as long as I could remember, and so. I was the little runt on the sideline that was running around and just knowing kind of everything that was going on.
Well, and you do kind of spit, like you spit some stuff out at me, and then I was like,
about football?
Yeah, like doing different things. I was like, wow, this is like
some actual ball knowledge.
Yeah, this is some in-depth conversation he's having with me. Like, I don't even really know what he's talking about. And some of the stuff they're like talking about schemes and like the line. And I'm just like,
oh yeah,
okay. I'm like, okay, dude, whatever.
And they're just like, these refs suck.
Yeah. Well, that's why a lot of people don't like watching football with me, because I'll like see stuff that's going on the field, and I'll be like, well, yeah. So
that's bad.
Well, like for example, the Northwestern game, the kind of the last fourth play there or whatever. Now, granted, we were getting hosed for the majority of that game, but that last play, I was just watching. I was like, everybody's cheering, yay, we stopped him on 4th down. And I'm looking around looking for a flag. Like, dude, we got away with a defensive holding call, like blatant defensive holding call.
Yeah.
And I thought it's about time we get away with a call.
No, for
That's
sure.
what we
for
say
sure.
in our house.
For sure.
Good.
So I kind of analyze stuff like that.
Yeah,
but then also, like, when I was little, I was with my dad. We'd watch film. He coached a lot of like the offense and defensive lines, so I kind of got good with those schemes.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I like to sit in with the defensive coordinator as well and talk to him and see how he was doing things. And this was me as between the ages of 6 and 12.
Yeah. Yeah.
And but we'd be sitting there talking about whether or not we were going to run cover 3, cover 2, what we were going to do as far as like mixing up blitzing schemes and stuff like that. So I just kind of got exposed to it early, which is why I like football. Because I know a lot about it, but wrestling is probably my sport.
Okay. Any like greatest moments, like you tell your grandkids, like you guys, Grandpa, and when I was a junior, I did this or that, or won this or won that.
For wrestling?
Yeah, or for whatever.
Well, so I got invited to the Nebraska National Disney Duel team when I was a sophomore in high school, and that was pretty awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I walked away with 1 win. And the part that I tell everybody is that we went against Team Diesel, which was the number 1 ranked team in the nation.
Uh-huh.
And they whooped us. I mean, it wasn't even close. We only won 1 match, and that 1 match was mine.
Wow.
That's awesome. Now the caveat to that is that I got the win, but it was actually a bye. So I didn't actually have to wrestle.
That is
Hey.
a Jeff Essink story.
But I am allowed to say that I have a win over
counts on
Team
your
Diesel.
record.
Any way
That's
we can get the W's.
Way to
That
bury
is.
the lead on that one.
Yeah, that is something I would
Wait
share.
another 20 years, it won't be a buy anymore.
Yeah. But yeah, exactly. But the other one that I would say is so my senior year I went I got to state wrestling, and I'd been wrestling really well, and I ended up drawing a kid from Syracuse named Matt Clark.
Okay.
And he ended up going on to own the most consecutive wins, I think, in the state, and most consecutive pins. But I think I may have been his last loss that he ever had in high school.
Oh, that's cool.
So that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
so,
that's cool. I mean, you knew I was a big time wrestler, right? In 3rd and 4th grade.
Oh yeah,
yeah, a 5-1 record career.
Hey, that's good.
Yep. And
this
your
is
only loss.
This is my only loss in 3rd grade. I lost to a kid named Ben Barnes. When Ben Barnes was a senior at Johnston High School, he won the state championship.
Oh wow!
As a senior, and I thought, gosh, because I moved,
you would have stuck with it.
I moved out of the Johnston school district, so I never wrestled again. But I was wondering, like, he won state. Now I remember this so vividly from 3rd grade. I remember wrestling him when he pinned me in like 30 seconds. I remember looking over at the scores table, like my brother Troy was over there. He was like keeping score and stuff. And I remember just being on my back looking over, and I could see them over there, and the refs just I got pinned in 30 seconds. But it's still my only loss.
Yep.
So that's kind of cool. I wonder if Ben Barnes remembers me. Probably not.
I don't think
Probably
so.
not.
You were probably the match that set his career ablaze.
It could have been.
After he
You'd
took
be
you
surprised
down.
though.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised though, because I actually ran into an old wrestler that I had lost to horribly. I think it was only like a 7-10 second match. But you'll know the name.
7-10 seconds.
But you'll know the name.
Yeah. Okay.
Shaq Barrett.
Shaq Barrett.
Yeah. So
Okay,
he was a outside linebacker, pass rusher for Colorado State. Then he got drafted, and he was currently playing
the Seahawks.
He might be,
or the Bucks.
Well, he was with the Bucks for a long time.
Okay.
He was with Denver for a while, and then
Yes.
then with the Bucks. But yeah, I only lasted like 10 seconds with him when we were at the Boys Town Invite.
Hey.
But I saw him with his daughter at the pizza machine actually up in Omaha one day, and kind of just saw him. I was like, hey, how's it going? You don't remember me probably. And he's like, oh no, I totally remember wrestling you. Like, it was actually kind of cool. Like, he actually even like remembered some stuff like leading up to the match and everything. So like, it was
That's
legit thing. So,
I remember stalking Ben Barnes. I'd get the Des Moines Register, Sunday Register, to see, look at the standings. And I'm like, so I could say that. I know that's pretty sad.
Yeah. All right.
Well, that's hey, and doesn't he have a great radio voice?
Yeah.
Like, man, he's just I mean, it is just an amazing radio
It's a
voice. I was
natural.
just kind of thinking that. And then real quick too, when you're talking
Real
about
quick, we gotta go.
no,
to break.
just real quick. When you're talking about like watching film, like dissecting it, I don't know. It just I went to remember the Titans
too.
when the little
daughter.
girl,
the little daughter,
she's watching film with
Me
Denzel
too.
Washington, and she's just like, Coach.
Exactly what I was thinking
He's like,
too.
well, I'll take advice from a 6-year-old. our second grade
And then
or whatever.
she's like, I'm
I'm
whatever.
in 6th grade
Yeah.
or whatever. That's what it reminds
Me too.
No, totally.
Tom's just in there, just like, Coach, I think we need to blitz this gap. And
No, I wasn't that, but I was definitely into listening to
That's
everything
funny.
that they had to say.
it's so like and I know we need to go
Why
to
are
break.
you still talking?
But like people think that football is just like when we watch it, and I played, but I was not good. But just like listening to like Bill Bush talk about like just what goes on the headphones on one play, like all these different coaches are saying this, and it's just like, I mean, it's just crazy. Like playing defense has to be just so hard. Like when you play offense, your receiver, you're going to run this route and you know your route, but man, defense is just moving. I mean, it's so hard.
Well, and a real hard part of this whole thing. I'm sorry, break.
Yeah,
but
you're not
fine.
just like.
But like the hard part too is that you've watched so much film, especially as coaches and everything. So like when the play is getting ready to be imminent, like everything's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them, they know exactly what's about to happen. They know exactly where the ball's going. They know exactly what that offense is just about to run.
Right.
And so like then you're trying to like yell and scream at the players like, no, this is what's happening.
It's just it's crazy. It's so confusing. I was so confused when I played safety in high school. I'm just, where am I supposed to go? Oh, you mean I'm supposed to be covering this wide receiver that I'm watching the ball go over my head for a touchdown? I'm supposed to be back there. Yeah, that was where I was supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't know where that jump happens. Because like in high school, it wasn't that complicated, but our plays were like, trips right, flower pot. Really simple stuff. And then on defense, we had some calls, but like you listen to the college NFL calls. I don't know what that next level looks like. Where obviously each part is like you're just waiting for your part to come through. But
right.
Man, I remembered some of that stuff coming off the sideline.
Well, see, I had to relay the play to the quarterback. Like, Jeff, here's the play, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm
so
never
give me a play call. Like,
that.
what were your play calls?
Well, it was just maybe I don't even remember. I just know like as a receiver, I just knew like the order of like the numbers.
Yeah, because I was tight end,
so the route tree, right? So it was like if I was the second receiver and it was like 1-7-6, I'd run 7 on the route tree. That's all I really remember back then. So everything else I don't remember, but that was a long time ago. We're talking 30 years ago.
Nicole, you got anything to add?
Yeah, let's go to break.
All right, we're going to break. We'll be right back. 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
After a long, hot summer, are you ready for fall? What about your home? Is your heating system ready for cooler temperatures ahead? Call Bryant for your fall heating check. No matter what brand of equipment you own, Bryant's trained technicians will thoroughly clean and inspect your furnace or heat pump to make sure you stay warm, safe, and comfortable. Call today to schedule your home heating check. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Get geared up for savings like you've never seen before during Elway Days. Their biggest sale of the year runs October 14th through the 18th when every red tag machine is priced at invoice plus $300. That's it. No freight, no setup, no extra fees. Don't miss out on these epic savings. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location.
Imagine hitting rewind on your life 10, even 20 years. With testosterone therapy from Limitless Male, you can turn back the aging clock and get your edge, energy, and confidence back. If you've lost your drive, sleep deprived, muscle loss, belly fat, irritable, you're not the guy you once were. Get your T levels checked at Limitless Male. More and more men are realizing hormone replacement can turn back the clock. Schedule your free consult at limitlessmale.com.
Hi, this is Pastor Tom. Did you know there's a place kids can seek out help when they're away from home and something goes wrong? They find themselves in a difficult spot or even a dangerous situation. Maybe another child is bullying them or a stranger is following them. Perhaps on a date and things just go bad. In Lincoln, here's where they can find help. It's called Safe Place. Safe Place is a national program for children taking place in thousands of cities across the United States. The People Seating mission is sponsoring this program in our community and has set up a number of businesses, fire stations, schools, and nonprofits around the city to become safe locations where kids can seek out help. They just need to look for the big yellow sign that says Safe Place on it. Then go inside and ask for help. We will be quickly connected to them and ensure they make it back home or to whatever resources are needed. If you'd like to find out more about Safe Place and ways in which you can get involved, just go to pcmlincoln.org. Remember, when we all do a little, we change a lot.
Serve Nebraska believes that volunteers are part of what makes Nebraska great. Each year, the Step Forward Awards honors volunteers from across the state who serve their communities in outstanding ways. We hope you'll join us this year at the Step Forward Awards luncheon on October 27th in Omaha. Help us thank volunteers with a celebration to remember. To register, visit serve.nebraska.gov and click Register Now. We hope to see you there. Paid for by Serve Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You never think cancer will happen to you. I smoked for over 40 years. My doctor recommended that I get annual lung cancer screening. They were able to catch my cancer at stage 1. It's never too late to quit. Even if you're still smoking, you need to ask your doctor about annual lung cancer screening. Just 30 minutes a year could save your life.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Husker fans know when you work together, great things happen. At Cornhusker Bank, they're more than your financial partner. With 5 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Omaha, they're your neighbors, your teammates, and your biggest fans. Whether you're saving for your first home, planning your future, or growing your business, they're right here in Nebraska to help you move forward together. Visit cornhusker.bank to learn more. Cornhusker Bank, member FDIC. Doing life together.
Deciding on a college with your high school senior can be a little overwhelming for parents. But applying for money to pay for it is simple. FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, is now easier than ever with fewer questions and faster fill-out times. If you have a high school senior, now is the time to apply for thousands of dollars for classes, books, and housing. Get started, Nebraska, at dothefafsa.org. Sponsored by Education Quest Foundation. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Back to Inside the Huddle, sponsored by Advanced Medical Imaging. Here is your host, Jay Foreman.
Welcome back. I am not Jay Foreman. I'm Jeff Essink.
Sorry, it's streaming only, so I gotta.
I mean, really the same athletic ability,
Right.
So it's
Same caliber.
It's easy to
yeah.
It's easy to confuse Jay Foreman and myself, right?
Yep.
It's
The
easy
only
to-
thing you guys
The
have in
stories
common is
are so
you work
similar.
here.
Yeah. You sit in the studio.
If I could pick 2 polar opposite human beings, it'd be Jay Foreman and Jeff Essink.
My football career versus Jay Foreman's football.
Yes.
We could probably share some war stories.
I don't know.
You guys,
You know, he's about trying to read Peyton Manning's eyes, and I like telling Ben, like, you know, he played against like Tom Brady and Peyton
Mhm.
Manning.
That's
he always
crazy.
played pretty good against Tom Brady
Yeah.
too. There's you can find moments. He always
What's
played well
actually
against him.
happening right now is Jeff and Harrison are trying to avoid the imminent conversation
No.
of
Okay, so Tom,
right.
we know your favorite team. I already know. It's
You're
the
watching
Packers,
on
right?
stream, you know, because he's
Yep.
wearing a Packers
Okay.
hat.
Yep.
So it's the Packers, but we like to know like how you became a fan of the Packers.
Oh man, I've been a fan as long as I can remember. Honestly, Dad was a huge fan. My grandpa was actually a Bears fan.
I for a second thought you were going to say played for the
No,
Packers. The
no.
way that you are burying leads on your stories.
No,
He
no,
played
no,
with Bart
no, no.
Starr, my
I really
grandpa.
thought he was
He's a
gonna say
lineman there in the 60s.
No, nope.
Dang it.
No ties to anyone playing
All
for
right.
the Packers.
Okay.
But no, just a big fan. I mean, like I said, as long as I can remember, I've been a Packers fan, and then I became an owner with like, you know, the nice little $250 share or whatever that really I'll never get returned on.
We're
or
sitting with
anything.
the
Yeah,
Packers
but that's
owner,
still
I
really
think.
cool.
Oh,
like
it's still cool to say
right.
that for sure. And
Bears
I get,
fans
you know,
can't say that.
you know, get invited to the owners meetings and
Yeah.
being able to vote and all that kind of stuff. Which
That's
is kinda
something
cool.
I've never bought Nicole for Christmas. and never will. As a share.
That's really cool.
Maybe
actually.
I should be a part owner.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know. I'll go to the owners' meetings.
Well, you just become an owner.
I just
so you
listen.
can derail.
They hold it the first day of training camp. They usually kick off training camp with it.
Oh, maybe I should become a part owner.
I wonder
Just
what
go
that
and
looks
get
like.
some secrets, Harrison. We'll wear some Packer stuff and we'll write down some notes.
Do you think any owner at that regard has ever had success in changing how the Packers run their business?
I don't
Absolutely
think so.
not.
Oh, dang it.
I don't think so.
No, not even close.
Hey, come here for a sec. I got some ideas. As a part owner,
The best they could say is that they've voted for a certain board of director.
but
Hey,
you know
that's
that
part
has
of
its perks, though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
That's
So we
cool.
talked earlier about Matt LaFleur being on the hot seat. What
Bunch of
are your
crap.
thoughts about that? Like I mean, I think it's crazy. But
Yeah.
I don't think he should be on the hot seat.
No.
No,
Me
I don't
either.
think he should be on the hot seat. I know a lot of people are upset about his play calling and everything like that, but I don't. It really just comes down to play execution, and-
players need to make plays sometimes,
and they're just not. And I know I'm definitely the minority here, but I don't believe that Josh Jacobs is an elite back. I really don't. I think he's about as he's a good back. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But he's not that type that's going to just go and break one and then all of a sudden he's running down the sideline for 80 yards or 60 yards or anything like that. He's the type that, he's going to maybe turn a 2-yard gain into a 4 to 6 yard gain, which is great.
Mhm.
But at the same time, like, the Matt LaFleur offense that's worked a lot in the past has always had that one guy that can like
Aaron
really
Jones.
break something. Aaron Jones and even Williams, when he was in there, he could do some of that stuff.
Yeah.
And then you saw like with Wilson earlier this year, when he got a chance, he was doing some of that stuff. And then a lot of times he looked better than Jacobs did. But then, Jalen Reed going out early in the year, that was big. I think that they had a lot of the game plans for the season around him. That didn't help. Then Tucker Kraft goes down. And
do we have a Kleenex anywhere, Harrison? I want to hand him one.
No.
Because we all have injury issues.
Oh, I know.
Right?
I know. I right now, Green Bay needs to go after some offensive linemen for sure, though. I think that's where they need to go. Because, when Zach Tom went out and everything, like, it's just, there's a lot of injuries that were happening, key ones.
I grew up with a lot of Packers fans. My 3 sisters were all big Packers fans. So just watching them and, all Brett Favre, and of course, being a Bears fan, you just have been miserable.
On the bright side for the
losing.
Packers, though, that defense is legit.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that defense is good.
Mhm. If they get that offense tweaked, turned around, like they can get right back in there.
That's just it. Is the offense looks like they did in week 1, week 2, and then what they did, like I think 3 weeks ago. They could go deep. They could make a deep playoff run. Like they kind of remind me of like back when they won the Super Bowl with getting in as a wild card and then just being hot with a really good defense.
Oh, you mean that game where they beat Caleb Haney in the NFC Championship? Cutler got hurt that game.
I mean, a win's a win.
And with that, we're going to go to break. Stay with us on 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's schweisow.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Rollouts has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Rollouts will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Rollouts make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Rolloffs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Welcome into Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now here are your hosts, Jeff and Nicole Essink.
All right, welcome back to the Fitness Fanatics. Hour number 2 is sponsored by Modern Woodmen of America, founded in 1883. Modern Woodmen offers financial services and member benefits to individuals and families throughout the U.S. For more information, call Sean Erickson at 402-483-6515. Modern Woodmen of America, touching lives, securing futures. So big thanks to them, Modern Woodmen. We appreciate their support. I know they're busy this holiday season. They're just handing out money left and right to charities. I just saw them. They did a thing yesterday where they were building houses or something.
Beds.
Oh,
Building
sorry.
beds.
I just saw wood. I thought it was houses.
Pretty much the same thing.
That's the same thing.
No,
Like-
it's a fundraiser for building beds for like children who don't have beds. Like that's a big thing in families with any time of financial hardship. They're sleeping on a mattress on the floor, or sharing beds with multiple siblings. So they were building beds to go.
That's kind of cool. And they like donated, I think, like $9,500 to that charity.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
no, that's all. And we're doing stuff with them.
Yep.
For holiday helpers coming up in the winter, where we're going to be, well, not we, but
me,
Nicole's going to be out buying Christmas gifts. We don't
Mhm.
really have kids to buy gifts for now. So now she gets to go out and buy gifts for all these kids.
What do you guys do for
lots of
Christmas
fun.
now when those guys come back? Is it just like socks and toothpaste?
That's what our daughter's going to get. She's
Yep.
going to get some home stuff.
They'll
We got-
appreciate it. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what I appreciate these
Yes.
days.
and
Yeah.
we got to get we have some grand kittens.
We do have grand kittens, so we have to get.
But our daughter, like and this is really going off script now, but
What
Harrison
else is
asked.
new?
So our daughter, like, she has her own cats now, right? And
plural?
Yeah.
she got 2 cats.
2 kittens.
And it was
If
funny.
you're ever going to adopt cats, you really should get 2
Yes,
because
get 2.
they do better. They're not really solitary animals. You kind of need 2. It's
They
just
play
better
with
for
each
them.
other. They
Yeah.
cuddle with each other.
Seems
They're-
like a pet salesman conspiracy.
No, it's
No.
true. It's a true story.
Yes, they're less obnoxious because now we only have 1 cat because the one cat died a year ago, and Lucy, our cat that's alive, is more obnoxious now than she's ever been.
Right. Because she didn't, they don't have each other
She
anymore.
just screams at us
She's-
instead of screaming at her sister. Now she's screaming at us. But anyway, it was funny because we would give our cats like temptations, like the treats,
Cat streets. Yeah.
cat treats. And so we went to Sam's and bought these giant things of temptations. And our little spoiled cat doesn't like the giant box of temptations. She wants the Dollar Tree bag, right? So
It's the same brand.
same thing.
So I have to go to the Dollar Tree to buy her treats because she
Right.
doesn't like the Sam's Club
So
temptation.
we wanted to give the treats.
She's 16. She's an old lady. She can
Well,
have whatever she wants.
So
It's fine.
anyway, we asked Katie if she wanted the treats, and she's like, "No, those are bad for the cats." Like, oh, it's good for
She
our
buys-
cats at home.
She buys like freeze dried shrimp for her.
Oh,
cat.
it's just
Oh,
it's
geez.
insane. But that's what you do when you don't have children, because
Yeah.
your first animals. I mean, I remember our first animals. Nicole's making a little scrapbook of
Oh my lord.
with little
Construction paper
Anna,
and-
construction paper, a photo album of our dog and cat. And then when you have kids, the animals are just get out of here, right? 'Cause you're-
No.
But anyway,
Yeah.
So that's kind of how Christmas is gonna look for us this year coming up. But
Yes.
all right, Tom. So as we transition from the cats
Right.
to you,
Jeez.
That was
All
an
right.
important story.
it is. It is. So let's get into this. All right. So you just did the 10-week challenge with us over the summer.
Yep.
But before you even started with us, you had a pretty incredible transformation before you even got to us. So kind of just take us back to, back then. I was going to say at your lowest moment, but like kind of what started your transformation. Just take us back to then and then just kind of walk us through.
Yeah. So, just so I kind of going back to like high school, I was in sports, I was athletic, everything. And then once I kind of got into college, I wrestled for about a half a year and then got told I couldn't do contact sports anymore due to concussions. And so I ended up doing away with sports completely. And that's when weight started piling on. And throughout the years, throughout the time, it just kept piling on. And I really didn't care too much. I was still able to get up, move around, everything. Well, come about 2 years ago, I was about 480 pounds and pushing 500. It was within arm's reach for sure.
And married with children, right?
Married with children. I got a at the time I had a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. And my 4-year-old had started wrestling, which was obviously my favorite sport. I'm big into it.
Mm-hmm.
And I got season tickets to the Husker wrestling, and was going to take him with me. So he was going to wrestle and then go to, we were going to go to the duels and everything like that for Nebraska. And I found that I wanted to coach for him for his peewee, but there was no way I could do it. I was too tired. I couldn't really move that well, at least not nearly as well as I thought I could. And so then he wanted to always go out and play in the backyard, or wanted to go ride his bike, or wanted to go do this or go do that. And I was like, I can't even get on a bike. I can't like do a lot of these things that I thought that I could. And that was a big eye-opening experience for me. And then my sister actually was in the same boat for the most part. I mean, she doesn't have kids or anything, but she was a little heavier set. And she went on this like program and just the weight was just falling off for her. And she was kind of a big part of my inspiration. I was like, I got to get involved in this. So my goal is that by the next time we had wrestling season come up, I wanted to be able to actually move around, go do things, coach my son. I wanted to go to like all the duels and everything like that for Nebraska and be able to sit in the seats without being hurt. Cause like, the seats are just so, they're narrow.
Right.
And with them being metal and everything like that, they were cutting into the skin and everything. So, I mean, it was a lot of eye-opening experiences looking back. And so in May of 23, I started a diet program with UNMC.
Okay.
And basically I was put on an 800 calorie diet, which was an all liquid diet. And essentially the whole program was designed to throw your body into ketosis. And so I just did that for over an entire year.
Were you on the liquid diet for the whole year?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
That takes some extreme
and
discipline.
just to be clear, like this is not something we would recommend to like Armed Pharaohs members.
No.
Right.
No.
But this was designed for someone in your situation.
Yes.
Like, yes. So
and he was at the hospital.
medically supervised. Right.
Yeah. No, I was
Yes.
medically. Yeah.
Right.
Everything was being supervised.
Yes.
Don't go do this.
Don't just be like, he lost all this weight on a liquid diet and go on a liquid diet.
No. This was very much monitored, and they told me flat out before I even started that this diet is very hard on your kidneys. So that's part of the reason why they need to like
They
monitor it so much, and you have to drink so much water and everything.
But at the same time, like you're balancing one, this could be hard on your kidneys, but everything else that you're doing is hard on your kidneys, hard on everything.
Right. Yes,
so there's definitely,
right.
Right. Yes. So just to be clear, but keep
so
talking.
Tom he didn't just Google this.
Right.
No. This was
what can I do?
Rapid weight loss,
Yes,
liquid
yeah.
diet. Please
No.
don't do that.
No. But I did, and from May to October, I had lost almost 130 pounds. So I mean, it was quite a significant loss.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you have any like side effects from that, or like were you feeling better as you were losing weight?
I was actually feeling way better as I was losing weight. Like I didn't really have a lot of side effects.
Yeah, that's good. Some people, when they go on a really drastic like calorie reduction, they can see like hair loss or like some things that could be like a nutritional deficiency. But again, you were doing this through a medically supervised program that was probably making sure you're still getting everything that you need.
Right. Well,
Yes.
I can get to where some side effects came in late.
Okay.
And I can get into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I had lost all that weight, which was great. And then throughout the rest of the time, everything was moving a lot slower. So as it was going, my body was getting used to it. So, the first month I'm losing 30 pounds. The next month I'm losing 28 pounds, like, huge just drops. And then it kind of fell off a little bit. Now I'm only losing maybe like 10 pounds here a month, maybe, and it was just kind of slowly going down, which I mean, totally made sense.
Metabolic
absolutely.
adaptation.
Yep.
That's what that's called. Yep.
Yeah.
And you're just lighter. So your basal metabolic rate's going down because you're probably losing a fair amount of muscle, but at almost 500 pounds, you are also probably carrying much more muscle than an average person. Like think about how, just think about how much you weigh. And if you just instantly had to wear a weighted vest to get you up to 480 pounds, your calves, your quads, like they are going to be ripped.
I don't even
right. Like,
yes,
yeah.
they would be.
So that's all normal parts of the process.
Yeah. But I was able to get down low enough that I was able to be more active. I got to actually get to more playing with my kids and doing things like that. And then got to actually coach wrestling, got to actually, not miss out on a lot of things, which was great. Getting more involved with playing with him outside. He had T-ball over the summer, and I got to actually, I was actually outside with him playing T-ball and everything like that, which is all stuff that I was not doing before.
Yeah.
And not because I didn't want to, but just because I was just so tired. And that's what made it so hard.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but I had done that for a little over a year and had seen great results. But I also knew that I wasn't lifting. I wasn't getting into the working out. I wasn't doing anything like that. And I knew that that's what I ultimately needed to do.
Right.
And so the one thing that I kept always popping up in my life is ferals. So my wife did it a couple of years ago. And then one of my coworkers was doing it. And then my buddy Derek, who won the 10-week, a couple times ago, he was doing it with his wife. And it just kept coming back. And I was like, you know what? I need to work out. I need to get into things. So I was like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to go full in. I'm not about to just keep going with my 800 calorie diet and then throw ferals on top of that. No, I was like, I'm going to go full in. So I paused everything for my stuff with UNMC and I went full in on ferals. And that was ultimately the best choice I think I've made. I'm dead serious. I'm not just saying that.
Right. Yeah.
The fact that I felt great with all the weight that I had lost.
Yeah.
But when I started with ferals, I was the yellow bands, barely into the reds, and then just slowly as everything just started coming back, the strength, the endurance, and everything like that. That just made it even better for when I was with Carson and Jordy and stuff like that, and playing and doing all that stuff. It made everything so much easier, so much better, and everything. And my journey's not anywhere close to being done yet.
But just it's never done. Even if you're at your goal weight right now,
it's
never done. That's the point, and that's the mental part that so many people don't understand, because they just think if I get to this point, then everything will be easy. Everything you did to get to that point, you still have to do. You still have to find a way to make it balanced. So there's nothing wrong with still being in part of your kind of journey.
Well, I weighed in at 275 recently, and that was over 200 pounds down. And I've looked it up. With my height and everything like that, they suggest that I'm somewhere around 165 pounds, which isn't realistic.
Not for you,
but I do,
because you are just you're built. You have a stocky build to you, also.
Right.
Yes, you're never going to be. You would look literally like you were on your deathbed if you were.
Right. But I always keep telling myself my quote unquote goal weight is to get where I was in high school, which was 220 pounds.
Yeah, which I think that's completely healthy and reasonable. And for you to say that and just say you've lost 200 pounds, but you're still not where you are. It's such an important message too, because the world is so judgmental towards people, and it's you don't know where people are in their journey. You know what I mean? So it's just it's so eye-opening sometimes to hear people say and Nate Bargatze has a skit that he says that he's like, instead of telling people you're exercising, just tell them you've already lost 100 pounds and they're going to be really impressed. It doesn't matter what you look like. They're just going to be impressed,
Or when you're out running, I'm 10 miles in.
Yes,
versus just starting.
But it's so true. That's why we're so hard on ourselves sometimes. But you could look at Derek, for example, because he had just done his 10 weeks and you came and did it right after him. But you can't compare where you are to where he is. You are on a very different and more difficult journey than other people. So I think it's an important thing to for people to understand how we look is the least important part of where we are in our journey as far as health and fitness goes.
Yeah. Yeah. No, definitely. And another thing I'll say, just because I did mention that I would get to some of the side effects of that diet. And part of the reason why I've had to kind of deal with all of this is about January of this year, I had just went in for a simple blood draw, and they came back and they're like, you have iron deficiency anemia.
Oh yeah.
So I've been extremely iron deficient, and this is crazy because in college I actually had such high iron that I was always given like double red whenever I could, and stuff like that. So, but my iron levels have just been so low and everything, so I had to go actually get iron infusions to essentially get my iron levels back up and kind of kickstart everything. So there are definitely side effects to this. But in this case, I can live with that.
When you were at your heaviest, like it's like if your house is on fire, but instead of putting out the fire, you're like cleaning the bathroom because you don't want the firemen to see a dirty bath. You know what I mean? Like your house was on fire. You needed to put out the fire. Like that was the fire. And now the fire is is contained and put out and under control, and you're in the like rebuilding process of that. So that is definitely there's never going to be a time where you're not going to have a trade-off in something like that. But
no, there's definitely a side effect. So for sure. So
all right, should we go to break?
Yep.
Got to catch up from first segment.
Yep. All right, let's go to break. Stay right with us. 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's schwisow.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Rollouts have been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Rollouts will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Rollouts make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrollout.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's roll-offs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gannett Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gannett Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gannett Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GannettTrucking.com.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Back to Inside the Huddle, sponsored by Advanced Medical Imaging. Here is your host, Jay Foreman. Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to the Fitness Fanatics. So we're joined in studio by Tom Mockel, right? I don't know why I'm just like, I'm so bad with last names. Like,
because there are no rules when it comes to last names. There's
one of our
really not.
instructors, Crystal, I didn't even know how to pronounce her last name for like 6 years.
Again, no rules, especially when there's two consonants right next to each other. It could be anything. It could be literally anything.
All right. So Tom, he's lost 200 pounds in the last year and a half.
Yep.
He's been doing awesome. Nicole, where did you want to go next?
Yeah,
so
I want to talk about, like, it's really hard to lose a bunch of weight like that. And you do kind of have to do something drastic to see change quickly, which you did see.
Yeah.
You know, and we've had members on, multiple members who've had weight loss surgery. And those are all, first of all, is that something you considered? Did you consider weight loss surgery?
No.
Okay.
So that was actually part of the reason why I did what I did.
Yeah.
Is I did not want to go on the shots, and I did not want to have surgery.
Yeah. And because you're relatively young too. So like that's, yeah. So, I mean, surgery is kind of more of a permanent kind of solution. Not really, because, we know, I've heard so many stories of people who still gain weight after surgery. But, so we were just talking about that, how you were basically eating a bariatric diet. You just didn't have the bariatric surgery,
right?
But which is, I think,
and
kind of harder.
I would have been too heavy. I would have had to have lost a lot of weight just to even be eligible for the surgery.
Sure. Okay. That makes sense then. That makes sense. But so the thing I wanted to talk about is, because you hear people's success stories, but they only talk about the highlights of like, oh, I lost 30 pounds 1 month, and then I lost 28 pounds the next month. And everyone's like, that sounds amazing. But obviously eating 800 calories and on a liquid diet for how many months were you on it? Like
13.
Yeah, over a year. Talk about how difficult that was.
Yeah.
I mean, we can all imagine how difficult that would be, but
yeah. Well, and I picked the bad week to start because it was my wife's 30th birthday, so we had a big birthday party for her, and everyone's bringing cake and all these foods and everything like that, and I just started, and so I got I told you on the break, I was sweating like at that place, like literally because I wanted to eat this food so bad and I just couldn't. And so like I was in like rough moods and stuff like that.
I
Like
imagine.
but after a couple weeks, it got a lot easier.
Do you think it got
better.
easier because you were seeing results, or it got easier just because your body was kind of adapting to what you were doing?
I think a little bit of both,
Yeah.
but definitely the adapting part, I think was the most thing. Cause, I had to drink essentially 4 shakes a day, 4 200 calorie shakes.
Yeah.
And there were days where I would actually have to like force myself to drink that 4th shake just because everything, I think it just kind of adapted.
Yeah. Your stomach shrinks. You're not exercising. So like for me, that would be so difficult thinking of it from my standpoint or like mindset, just because I exercise a lot, that would be really hard to
Right. Well, and
when a day.
When I started, they told me not to exercise for like 2 weeks.
You would, that
or
would
not 2 months.
Yeah,
2
that
months.
you would not want to be doing that at the same time, just because that's creating much more metabolic damage doing both. Yeah. But then, so 13 months is such a long time. I can't imagine. So you went through like Christmas and Thanksgiving. And were you strict to it the whole time? Were you able to have like times where you could go with cycles or anything where you were going off of it?
No, I was strict.
Oh my God.
That is a
testament
level
to
of
will.
Discipline.
Yeah.
Well, luckily, a lot
crazy.
of those holidays have sports going on.
True.
Well,
and so while everyone else is at the table eating and doing all their stuff, I'm in front of the TV. I was just I can't be a part of that. I'm gonna go sit in front of the TV, watch the football game. If there was a basketball game, wrestling, whatever there was, I was doing that. I would try to remove myself from those types of situations just for temptation purposes. But it was difficult. It was definitely difficult, especially in Thanksgiving. It was difficult on Halloween because like you get all that candy in and everything. And you're just sitting there like, I need to go through it with my kid and got to take that dad tax. And I wasn't able to do that. They're getting everything tax free that year, and then Thanksgiving was difficult. The day after Thanksgiving is always difficult because and the other thing too is that we have divorces on both sides of our families.
Oh, sure. So multiple
and so
families.
we have multiple Christmases, multiple Thanksgivings, multiple of everything. And so like having to do this not just one time, but like multiple times around around those times a year was difficult.
So how did you manage that? Just like sheer will. That's it. Or were you given tools to help you? I mean, I know you said you guys had meetings, but was that really just kind of
the meetings were more just like the UNMC meetings were basically just dietitian meetings that basically were just like, okay, so here's what you could do in this situation. Here's what you could do in this situation. But they were never talking to the VLCD, which is what I was very low calorie diet. So that's the 800 calories. So there's 2 separate forms that they do. There's a VLCD and an LCD. And the LCD is a 1200 calorie, but you get one free, like you get a meal in there a day. So you have your products, your shakes or whatever. 3 of the meals, but then the 4th meal you can actually have like an actual meal. I was not getting that. So when
honestly,
they were talking
I feel like
about
that would be harder in a sense too.
I think it would be too.
Oh yeah,
like, it's an all or nothing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't give me a meal.
Yes.
Yep.
Like when we've given up stuff before, like it's easier for me to we used to be really big pop drinkers. And so I couldn't just be like, oh, I'm just going to have 1 soda a week or whatever. I had to give it up for like a whole year. And once I would say I'm going to go a whole year and not drink pop or eat chocolate or the things that I've given up in a year, it kind of shuts that part of your brain off a little bit. So if you're eating 1 meal a day, you're turning that switch back on every single day. So I can see how that would help.
It's like trying to quit smoking.
But then still smoke.
I'm going to have 1 cigarette.
Yes.
on
Right.
Sunday.
That would be hard.
Well, mine would be fast food.
Mm-hmm.
I was big in fast food. I'd get like a breakfast or something like that, and then maybe like a dinner before coming home or something like that if I was working late.
Mm-hmm.
Grab food on my way home and stuff like that. But now, like, with having kind of shut all that off, like I don't even crave it anymore.
Yeah.
Like honestly, it almost repulses me.
Mm-hmm.
How was so when you started Farrell's? I mean, you were going from your liquid diet to now we're like, all right, here we go.
And we even cut it down.
We got 1,800 calories.
But I think you could have gone higher, but we didn't want to do too much too
I
soon.
think the fact that like, because usually when you introduce carbs and everything back into your eating habits, like the testament that I don't think you gained any weight over the 10 weeks. Or maybe a pound or 2 pounds.
I think I gained like a pound or two.
Okay, so to only gain 1 pound in 10 weeks from going from an all liquid diet, 800 calories, to now being able to make your own food choices.
Yeah.
And you have all this freedom back, right? Is unbelievable because we've seen people that have started Farrell's that were on doing keto or whatever. And then I remember one person in particular, I mean, I know who it is, but I don't remember what their name was. Like the first 5 weeks, this person gained like 18 pounds.
Right. Yeah.
In 5 weeks.
Oh, geez.
Because going no carbs to 200 carbs was a huge shock to the body. So the fact that you only gained a couple pounds over 10 weeks is fantastic because that shows you didn't go. It shows that you learned something over the year that you were doing this.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people will lose a lot of weight and they're not changing up here. So then it's so easy to gain it all back.
Oh, yeah.
When you're not changing up here.
Yep.
So that's really, I mean, that's awesome. That's awesome.
And there's your big weight loss had already happened prior to starting Farrell's. There's something that our bodies have called a set point, and you're basically resetting your set point from 480, which that's hard to do because our bodies don't like change. They like to stay the same, even if it's to your detriment or to the detriment of what you want to do for your life. So it's like you will need to have those points of time during your weight loss where you just learn how to maintain. And that's the hardest part, I think, for everybody, because especially when you've gone off of like, man, the weight's just fallen off. And that becomes part of your identity a little bit. Like I'm the person losing a bunch of weight. And then once you stop losing a bunch of weight, it's really easy to get really hung up about that. But I think you did a really good job of keeping that perspective of, but I'm gaining strength. Like a week to week to week, I'm seeing improvements in my strength, especially having started so depleted that, you kind of needed to start on that super light resistance just to prevent injury from for yourself because you were like super depleted. But
like I said, I had to do something because like when I was like, for example, coaching Carson and everything, like I could even tell like I needed something.
Right.
Because
they're on the mat and you're out there too, and you can't really get down on the ground and back up as quick as you want to or need to. So that is, I think that's a really big part of a lot of people's transformation is when they see it get in the way of doing things that are really important to them. So luckily you did have your son to kind of help get you there sooner because a lot of times people are in their, 40s and older by the time they hit that point where they're like, oh, this is really affecting my day-to-day. It's keeping me from doing the things that I really want to do. And that's really hard. And then you had to go on an all liquid diet that prevented you from doing things that you wanted to do, but in a different way, in a way that was getting you closer to the things that you really were most like. What's more important to you, eating fast food or being able to coach your son in wrestling, right? Like obviously it was getting you closer to being a better coach and a better dad versus like the free for all for fast food. Like Clint, who was on our show last week, he would hit up multiple fast food restaurants in one trip. Like,
multiple Dairy Queens.
Right. Across town. Right.
Go to Subway, order 2 foot longs, but get them different styles so they don't know which one.
That's
for 2 people.
I mean,
That's hard. It's hard to live like
We've
that.
all, I mean,
well, Mark's talked about it too, and
yes,
how he'd eat a pizza.
There's a reason why
before
fast
dinner
food is so successful. I mean, there's a lot of people that have that addiction, and that food's addicting for a reason. I think
it's designed
proven to be addictive, right?
There.
Yeah.
We'll have to do
like I
a-
said, I'd go whip through the
Yeah.
drive-through at Dairy Queen, get some cheese curds, and then I'd shove the bag under my seat.
Oh, that Runza right by your
And then you
Farrell's
forget.
is the biggest
Yes.
challenge I
Right.
had when I did it, because I
Yeah.
love a cheese Runza. And you get done with a
It's-
workout, you feel good about yourself, and
I
it's
know,
really
it's-
easy to like reward yourself with bad habits.
But then it
Yeah,
just
it's
keeps you from what you really want, like in your case.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that you had that really good kind of progress to help you keep that mindset.
And didn't you do the 3-hour last chance workout?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
so
Yep. Mhm.
think about like it would have been like what 16 months earlier. You were 480 pounds.
If
And
someone would have
6
said,
if someone
Right.
said, Tom, if McKenna would have been like, Tom, all right, I got this last chance workout at Farrell's. You're going to come in and we're going to work out for 3 straight hours. That was just 16 months earlier.
Yeah.
That's
I would have
awesome.
came in and gave him my best shot.
yeah.
I would have lasted
We
maybe
probably
10
would have
minutes.
had to have
Right.
the ambulance on
Yeah.
site.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
For
Tom
sure.
can't make it. He's just we're 2 minutes into this. He's done already. We're tapped
No.
out.
It's
No,
important
that's so
to keep
awesome.
those things in mind though, because it is hard and it's a constant struggle. So what, compared to the things that you struggled with before, like what are some of the things that you struggle with now, kind of reintroducing some, like when you were starting to reintroduce those calories, like what were those struggles like for you?
Honestly, the big struggle that I had was introducing carbs back.
Mhm, mhm.
Like the shakes had carbs in it, so I mean, don't get me wrong on
Yeah.
that. There was carbs, but like trying to find my own carbs.
Yeah.
Like try to
Right.
find like the bread, try to find
The
stuff, like-
healthy carbs, because
yeah.
before you weren't paying attention to carbs, so you didn't know you were eating 75 carbs in one fast food meal.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so trying to like track all of that and everything, it was kind of difficult, especially because like, with Farrell's and everything, we have the 40, 30, 30
Mhm.
and I wasn't hitting that on
you
my
were
first 5
probably
weeks.
so you were
'cause
probably were you under 50 grams of carbs or under 25? Like, do you even know for sure? Like,
I
it
just,
was
I
probably
just know
under.
I was not hitting my carb goal, but like I wasn't even getting close.
Yeah,
to
because
my
when
carb
you
goal.
started
That's
with
what I
us,
remember.
we would have given your goal would have been 180 calories, or I
Mhm.
mean 180 grams of carbs.
Oh yeah, and I wasn't even
Right.
getting close to that. I wasn't
Yeah.
even getting half of that.
Right? Yeah, that's hard because it's hard.
Yeah.
Plus, part of your mind is like, this doesn't feel right. This feels like I'm doing something wrong. So
Mm-hmm.
there's that mental part of it too.
But yeah, that was a struggle, was introducing that stuff back.
Mm-hmm.
And then now like the struggle has been just trying to make sure that I'm not going over a certain amount to have to, start gaining a bunch of weight back. Now
Yeah.
I'm kind of in that whole relearning how to maintain.
Which is fine. You can maintain, but still know that you still have more weight that you want to lose.
Yeah.
That's okay. Like you need to learn how to maintain also. And then
Right. Well,
kind
and
of try
I've
again.
been dealing with like all that like iron deficiency anemia
Mhm.
stuff, and they've been doing a lot of testing and everything like that on me and stuff.
Yeah.
So like I've been essentially just trying to maintain while going through all of that. I finally got that squared away. So
Mhm.
now I can kind of get that all running back.
Because that affects your energy levels too, for sure.
Mhm.
Iron deficiency
Yeah.
does.
So yeah, with iron deficiency anemia, you're more tired. Like
Yes.
that's the whole point of iron, is to keep
Yep.
you so you're awake and everything. So.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, let's take our final break.
Okay.
We'll be back. We're going to talk some Husker football to wrap up
Ooh,
the show,
boy.
right? Every sports fan loves to talk Husker football when they're in here. So we'll be right back.
Mhm.
93.7 The Ticket, Fitness Fanatics.
Nebraska farmers, harvest is here and every gallon counts. That's why Sap Brothers Petroleum launched the Go Big Red Fuel Giveaway. When you contract your fuel with Sap Brothers, enter to win $1,000 in fuel credits. As Husker Country knows, the only thing stronger than the roar at Memorial Stadium is the drive of a farmer putting food on the table. Fuel your farm with Sap Brothers Petroleum and enter to win $1,000 in fuel credits. Visit sapbros.net today. Sap Brothers Petroleum, fueling the heartland. Go Big Red.
If the power is out, traffic lights might be too. If you come across a dark intersection, treat it like a four-way stop. See more tips at les.com/safety.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks. Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
This fall, Baumgars has everything you need to get your farm ready for the season. Stock up on livestock feed, deer corn, and pine shavings to keep your animals fed and your farm running smoothly. Need tools for your fall projects? Grab DeWalt power tools and grass seed to keep your fields in top shape before winter. From your barn to your backyard, Baumgars has you covered. Get ready for the season with everything you need to finish those fall fix-ups. Baumgars, field, farm, and fall fix-ups.
Are you looking to upgrade your equipment and keep cash in your pocket? Through October at Landmark Implement, get up to a 24-month waiver on select John Deere tractors and combines, or lock in a 2.9% fixed rate for 36 months, followed by a qualified standard rate for another 36 months. Whether you're thinking of this year's harvest or planning ahead, we've got a solution that works for your bottom line. Visit your local Landmark Implement for more details, or check us out at landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
Schaefer's is celebrating its 79th anniversary with special rebates, financing, savings, and free delivery store-wide.
Update your home with innovative Samsung appliances and save up to an additional $900 with rebates. Samsung Innovation saves you energy and time with easy-to-connect appliance technology. Plus, during Schaefer's anniversary, get free delivery on your appliance purchase.
So hurry in during Schaefer's 79th anniversary event, going on now.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in season? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to the Fitness Fanatics. We just have a few minutes left here with Tom. We appreciate you taking a couple hours out of your Sunday to come in here and share your story. It's very awesome, inspirational, so we really appreciate it. Hopefully inspired some of our listeners out there. Just not, even if you don't have a lot of weight to lose, just to take control of your health. And we always tell our members, we want our members to be the strongest versions of themselves, not the lightest.
Well, and I think too with Tom, his is the whole choose your hard. Like it's hard to be 480 pounds. It's hard to lose 200 pounds, but choose your hard.
Right.
So I think that's the moral of the story.
All right. So Tom, you are an offensive line savant.
Expert.
We've had some struggles on the offensive line this year. If Coach Donovan Raiola was sitting right next to you, what advice would you give them to not give up 9 sacks in a game? It's Minnesota.
You gotta let that go for him.
And we only have about 240 seconds.
Okay. Let's see here. First off, I don't know if I'm fully qualified to tell him anything.
Speaking more generalities.
Generalities.
But yeah, I mean, ultimately the line just has to kind of they need to get a run game going to help out the offensive line, get the offensive line confident, kind of slow down that pass rush a little bit, which they've been doing. Part of it was Raiola's holding on to the ball maybe a little longer than he should have. So, I mean, some of those sacks are there. But our offensive tackles, they do a good job for the most part, but there are times where they're just staring at something that they weren't supposed to be blocking. I'm almost wondering, like, I don't know how they're taught or anything like that. I don't know if they're taught, hey, you have this guy, or if you have this gap. I mean, I would assume it's this gap because that's what you would hope that they're teaching.
Right.
But it's almost like once a stunt or something like that happens, it's like, oh, well, there goes the guy that I was supposed to block, and here comes this other guy who must be that guy's thing, and then he's like free running, and it's like, no. Pass your guy off inside and get your butt back out there. That's been the frustrating part, I think, is seeing some of those stunts just like hit just because,
Yeah, you've seen like guys just run right to the quarterback,
and
the lineman's looking this way, and the guy's rushing this way. You're just like,
and on a double team, you're supposed to have like when they're pass rushing and there's 2 guys on one, right? That guy that you're blocking is one of your blocks, right? So the one who's like not fully responsible for that needs to have their eyes up and looking, because when somebody crosses, you let that person go and get off and start blocking this other guy on these stunts. And that's, I think, also kind of part of the problem is that when 2 guys get engaged on one, they're staying engaged on one, which is allowing for those free rushers.
It's so easy.
I'm
Good
just
job.
like, so last year when we were at Iowa, the final play of our season on offense, Ben Hart he didn't even touch the defensive end.
Yeah.
He just ran right around, hit Dill in 2 seconds, and he fumbled.
Frustrating. Yeah.
Like the guy who started more games in the history of Nebraska football.
Well,
on that last play,
and what that tells me is that he was looking at something or trying to figure something out that he was seeing when the ball was snapped, and he was not ready. He was not ready for that ball to be snapped because he was either didn't get the right call, or he was looking at something that he was like, well, maybe I need to do this. And then all of a sudden the ball snapped and he's like, oh,
got
going
so fast around the corner.
Yeah. Of course, it's just communication. I think it is just at times there's uncertainty. Because he's talking about stunts, like some of those stunts too. Like I know I'm talking about you, Jeff. Like it's a basic twist, and then you'll watch that left tackle like wash inside for whatever reason. Then here, it's like for me, it's not like the guys don't have talent. It's just there needs to still be that communication and that leadership. And I think Spindler's helping quite a bit there, but I still feel like that's where that they got to get to that point. I think it's getting better though, because the run game has starting to blow up, and that's making me maybe a little bit more confident, but. It's just communication, like I never see, I will every now and then someone wins on a bull rush, but more often than not, it's like, you guys just weren't there. Not that you guys can't do it.
And you're almost like when you just get beat, like on a bull rush. Okay. Sometimes the guy across from you is just better.
Yeah. And I can handle that.
They're just like Myles Garrett's just going to push that tackle right at the quarterback, but it's more of the mental things. But again, it's like, I don't know what it's like being out on this line when you got 300-pound guys across from you. You're just like your head's on a swivel. It's so complicated. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it's easy for us to sit in this chair and critique stuff when they're the ones out there actually doing it. So.
Yes, it's like Bill Bush is like,
this is only an observation.
Yeah, just put a spy on him. That's easy.
Yeah.
No, you got to change everything else on the whole defense. If you're putting the spy in the quarterback. It's just
exactly. You're taking a guy out of coverage.
Yeah,
I mean,
throw a spy on him. It's fixed. That's it. But oh my gosh. All right, everyone. Well, appreciate you tuning in this week. We appreciate it. We'll see you next Sunday for another awesome episode of Fitness Fanatics. 92.7 The Ticket.
Nebraska farmers, harvest is here and every gallon counts. That's why Sapp Brothers Petroleum